This is for Muska. This entire section. Because he wanted to see a big moo blow up. And also because I wanted a space to show off Klonoa's taunts and the noises you can make him make if you play around with the L1 and R1, L1 and L2 buttons. And you can also make him do a little spin in the air. Yes, I will probably be spamming these for the rest of the LP. So yeah, welcome back to Lunatea's Vale. We're now moving on to the sacred grounds of La-Lakoosha, where there's an extra life almost straight away. And Poco Egg just popping up over the horizon. This area is big on its wind jets. Probably more so than any other area in this early part of the game. There's very chill music as well. It's a nice area for the second real level. This suspicious looking little cluster of gems hides another Poco Egg, which has a doll piece in it. It's one of those hidden Poco Eggs that's really easy to find, because chances are you're going to check to see what's under there anyway. Next section done, and more Rupu spanning. The first of these 3 platform areas. There are a few of these that pop up in the caves. The general rule is you start on the left, and you start on the right, and you work your way back to the left. And there are things and prizes along the way. As there should be in little optional areas like that. There's a return of these little bull riding things from Door to Phantomile. And some hearts, and a runner to get these gems, and a cannon. There's a lot of what I think are maybe supposed to look like spiders' webs in these caves, but no actual spiders. Which is good, I think. Because webs generally look awesome, and spiders are horrible, terrible things. And this is not a game for horrible, terrible things. Like this section. This section is great. Because if you keep constantly running, even at that section where the gems kind of offset each other, you can grab all those gems, and you'll have moved forwards enough that you'll just be able to run straight past even that whole last cluster of jumping fish. Those evil fish are going to pop up a lot during the game. I think maybe short of the moos, they might be the most common enemy of that kind. Ominous eyes watching us in the background. That's just terrible, that section, I think. And it's pretty dark as well. The moo runs from Klonoa and towards his certain death. I don't know what's a worse death, being inflated or being chewed up and eaten. But that's how we get past these things. We throw an enemy in front of them and they'll pop out and eat it. It's important not to get too close as well, because the air they're sucking in, if you're too close, can drag you in as well. And while it's only 1 heart of damage, it You don't want to be in there, really. It's a giant plant monster thing's mouth. Though I do like the fact that as you run past it, you can see its... It's Stork, as I was saying. For that really quite great little section. I really like that because it's in these early stages of the game where things are still kind of calm. Nothing major's really happened yet to threaten the world. So we have that quiet little moment of serenity as Lolo prays to the statue. I really like it. In a chill level, it is kind of a... That does kind of reinforce the idea that this is a really chilled out level. Even to the point where Lolo will just take a second to... When moving through a sacred place, Lolo will take a second to pray to the statue. And then we're right back to throwing moos to their death. So it can't have been that enlightening. Anyway, more gems. And now onto a really cool set piece. You see those two, I think you call them rune tablets, that are propped up on platforms in the background. We can smash them with this pendulum to get them out of our way. Again, after the serene moment in front of the goddess the goddess statue, this probably counts as destroying sacred areas. The pendulum has some physics on it, so it will kind of swing in a small circle if you hit it as it's swinging back. And it is very hard to hit it when it's swinging. And then there's a dick move egg here. You're probably not going to end up jumping on that platform, so chances are you're not going to know where that is until if you don't look it up. Or you're very lucky. That's a nice little walkway.
Cristiano, humilion runt sig om Elna. Du ja. Iro, haginak tolen lua. Vem Supanera. Vem Feront. Ma superior. What? Lo, will mo ato yung leon Clea. Ira, lontong senar folus taerna. Lukalana, wimrapa, lo. Leon. Eritumula, na shizumafon, lag elna beliu. Na shetuizumafon beliu. Taskur quanelio adulata. Adulata. Taskur dam mep. Zemtem wofeps, figna beliu. Al sufana, lo. Luya, we manage. Lishtekuna, Nashizm seo la guam berio. Luya, Lisatanak. Klonoa. We muru fontam is such a to you ear of loose. Ivana, le batada elna, lempen flamla. Minha, umumia na umumia.
Buenas, Farinta.
Mia, Mia, nemoloria, tato meu. Minhana.
You olfato miliona. Do yampa. Share. Ida tuang find Samaruna.
Ding. Les, idadam lang.
Share, mim no leo. Lut.
Our first boss is a robot dragon. Because it's important to set the scene for these kind of things. So yeah, that was our first introduction to the main villains of the game, Leorina and Tat. I will keep constantly calling her Cat, because she is one. But anyway, this boss is fairly standard, hit its glowing weak point kind of thing. You notice that unlike in Daughter Phantomile, we didn't get, and also in Empire of Dreams this happened, we didn't get told straight off the bat that what the enemy's weak point is. So at the start of the fight, it is a case of kind of running around and trying to figure out how to actually hurt it. This becomes a lot more difficult in future boss fights, but for this one, giant glowing weak point. Most bosses have two phases like this one. And more taunting. They have their first phase, which is generally fairly simple, just hitting them wherever they're weak. And then the second phase, where they gain new attacks, new powers, and generally become a lot more dangerous. First boss though, not terribly difficult, as it should be. And we get to taunt and strike poses and that.
Oh. You mean Hanunatra? Lower. Wimped it out.
Julian Bello. Clara, Susan. Juliet Wahu Yuruma.
We do actually get to do this ourselves.
Wafia, Belluda. Wawamungu. Aman, Wagurumugana. Nifurafa. Lakuta. Punya? Lakuta. Lakuta. Ravi. Lakuta. Clara. Clara, tío. Clara.
레오리아 우드름 오바니아미 금비아라 아라쿠 피범 랭글무
Uyuru, não te sei que o meu não. Não. Vira febre se livre. Já. Wagiauna, waga.
바르텐 아토리미온 랭 엑스테르나 리본 다누 아웃 루파 바니라우 도안 히다
Wagiauna. Aum, agana. Nina, looking for us.
드바름 라라디두 랭 리온 피아라
Bahrama, let's video.
누워 담디오지아람 이프라밥
Follow Wafi. Jorianton. Lunatea Panamaim Esteria. Wagiamungu. Angu. Nami understands. Wafiam, the Juliet Bello Tia. Wow,
We're totally going there to play. So here's the status screen with 2 dolls, one of which is waving to us. See you next time for all the fun of the fair.